Hi again. In previous videos, I've explained that the chronic neck, back, joint pain is almost always rooted in the muscles rather than in the bones or nerves or cartilage. And that pain typically comes from tension in the muscle. Tense muscles hurt in themselves, and a tense muscle will pull on the bone where it attaches to the bone, and there where a muscle attaches to the bone is tendon, and that tendon is much more sensitive to pain than the muscle itself, and therefore it's often thought that the pain comes from the bone rather than the muscle. Also, muscles compress the vertebrae, causing problems in the back and between the vertebrae. And of course, trigger points. Trigger points are these small, tense knots in the muscles that cause pain in many areas. Lack of awareness of these important factors, which are the most important factors by far, result in treatments that don't really address the true problem and so are normally ineffective. Many sufferers just go on for months and years of doctor's appointments and tests and examinations and treatments with little relief. And especially pain from unknown causes is actually caused by muscles, and that's normally overlooked. But the fact is that this type of pain can normally be easily eliminated by manually treating the actual source, which is the muscles and the surrounding soft tissues, without the need for medication, complicated protocols, and especially surgeries. And these are often misdiagnosed as various other conditions or symptoms. But the fact is that if trigger points were more widely known as the cause of much of these problems, Janet Travell, President Kennedy's personal physician, wrote an impressive 2-volume medical text on trigger points. These are small, intense knots in the muscles that can cause pain, often far from the trigger point itself. In her findings, if they were more widely known and applied, we could alleviate a great deal of suffering. Because in them, Travell maps out potential trigger points in each muscle and the pain patterns each one causes. But the fact is that most of these can be so easily eliminated if the true cause were known.